Irvine. It doesn't take much to see the beauty of our city. From our parks and open space, to our thriving business district, and our wonderful neighborhoods, communities, and schools, it's clear that Irvine is one of the best cities in the nation to live, work, and play. As the sun sets on 2019 and we look ahead to another exciting year, we are reminded of the many reasons to celebrate our city and all of the accomplishments that have continued to shape and define Irvine as we know it today. That starts with recognition we have received from others over the past year. Forbes magazine ranked UC Irvine as the #1 school on their list of America's best value colleges. The city of Irvine was voted Best City to Live in for the 4th consecutive year by the Orange County Register readers. And Irvine ranked as the lowest rate of violent crime per capita of any city in the nation with a population of 250,000 or more. The accomplishments throughout the past year stretch far into Irvine's parks, open space, and beautiful landscapes. The City of Irvine's park system was ranked 6th in the nation by the Trust for Public Land Annual Park Score Index, effectively making Irvine the top-ranked city in California. And a large part of that recognition comes from the developments that took place at the Orange County Great Park. The Great Park has grown to become one of the nation's greatest metropolitan parks, with many amenities added in 2019 that have allowed our residents and visitors to enjoy the dynamic and natural outdoor world around them. On June 15th, the Great Park Trails, featuring 1.5 miles of walking and biking space and a kids' playground in the Upper B and Bosque area, opened to the public during a special high-five ceremony. A new playground built adjacent to the Great Park Balloon was a welcomed addition to the park's visitors and families. The Great Park Ice Facility opened to skaters of all ages and abilities. With 4 sheets of ice spread over a massive 270,000 square foot facility, it became the largest community ice rink in California. Also in 2019, the Irvine City Council gave concept approval for a new aquatic center, field house, and parking structure to the Great Park, a move that will make Irvine the home to Team USA water polo. Other parks in Irvine also continue to thrive, with new facilities opening throughout the community. In early 2019, Portola Springs Community Park and Los Olivos Community Park welcomed residents and visitors to play their favorite sports in the expansive outdoor courts and sports fields, or join a class at each community center. These 2 new park additions give the city a total of 20 community parks for residents to enjoy for years to come. New additions are also planned in the Irvine Business Complex. Located on the west side of Irvine near John Wayne Airport, the Irvine Business Complex is a dynamic mixed-use employment center where many of our residents work and many others travel to every day for their jobs. Over the last 10 years, new residential uses in the IBC have transformed the character of this portion of Irvine and created a need for new facilities for bicycling, walking, and recreation. The IBC Connects study was introduced in 2019 to determine the feasibility of introducing new corridors that would link residential, retail, and employment uses in the IBC by way of bicycle and walking trails, as well as recreation spaces. These amenities will provide connectivity, community, and enhanced quality of life. Throughout 2019, Irvine residents and visitors were also welcomed to many special events and celebrations. For the 18th consecutive year, the city held their annual Global Village Festival. But this time, it was bigger and better than ever. The 2-day festival was held on October 12th and 13th and featured the best of Irvine's food, art, music, and fun at the Orange County Great Park. An expanded kids' village featured crafts, interactive activities, and a petting zoo, which added to the expanded fun at the event. The community was also treated to a behind-the-scenes look at how Irvine's wildlands are managed. This family-friendly event began with a walk through the Quail Hill Trailhead with Mayor Shea and featured demonstrations from the OCFA, a meet and greet with members of the Irvine Police Department's mounted unit, and the city's Community Emergency Response Team. Irvine's grazing goats were also on hand to showcase how they are used to maintain our open space and prevent wildfires. Inside City Hall, many new developments were taking place as well. On March 26th, then-Mayor Donald P. Wagner resigned from his position after winning election to the Orange County Board of Supervisors. Pursuant to the city's municipal code, Mayor Pro Tem Christina Shea subsequently assumed the role of mayor and was sworn into office on April 9th, beginning her third term as mayor of Irvine after serving 5 terms as a councilwoman. Shortly after her election, Mayor Shea welcomed the community into her office through the introduction of the Mayor's Corner video series. Airing on ICTV 30, the city's website, and social media accounts, the Mayor's Corner was implemented in order to bring residents, businesses, and visitors information about issues and initiatives that impact our community. From timely topics like homelessness, community safety, and information on city events, the Mayor's Corner bridges the gap between City Hall and the Irvine community. Shortly after Mayor Shea took her position as mayor, the Irvine City Council began interviews to fill the empty seat at the dais. After hearing from 12 candidates, Michael Carroll was appointed to serve and was officially sworn into office on May 28th. Combined, this council has worked on a number of initiatives throughout 2019 that aim to build and strengthen our community as a whole. One of the first was the decision to transition from an annual budget cycle to a 2-year budget in an effort to enhance long-term financial planning. After several community budget meetings were held to collect input, the City Council approved the 2-year budget and 5-year plan in June 2019. This major step promotes transparency, brings increased accountability to government spending, and allows for long-term strategic planning. In September 2019, the Irvine Police Department and the Community Development Department began hosting quality of life meetings throughout the community. These meetings address the quality of life issues that affect our neighborhoods and the various services and solutions to address them. With the combined efforts of our city staff and the Irvine community, we can continue to build toward a stronger, unified city. 1 month later, the Irvine City Council passed Ordinance 19-17 in an effort to create a clean air environment for the community and protect residents, employees, and visitors from the harmful effects of secondhand smoke. This ordinance expands the city's smoking restrictions to include all public places, such as sidewalks, streets, and alleys. Through everyone's cooperation, together we can breathe easier everywhere in Irvine. One of the City Council's top priorities has been finding a true resting place for our American heroes by building a veterans cemetery. On July 23rd, the Irvine City Council designated up to 100 acres of land for the development of a Southern California State Veterans Cemetery within the Orange County Great Park, also on the site of the former El Toro Marine Corps Air Station. Commonly known as the golf course site, this land presents the best opportunity for a veterans cemetery in Southern California. Irvine lost some of our own heroes in 2019 with the passing of 2 pillars of our community. On November 6th, Irvine's first city manager, William Willett Jr., passed away. Under his outstanding leadership, Irvine experienced many accomplishments which we take advantage of every day, like the creation of the Irvine Police Department, the agreement to preserve open space in Irvine, and the establishment of Irvine's nationally acclaimed park system. His legacy will live on for generations to come. Shortly after, Joan Irvine Smith passed away on December 20th. As a member of the family that founded the Irvine Ranch and the only child of James Irvine Jr. and Athalie Richardson Irvine Clark, she was an environmental activist and philanthropist. She served as director of the Irvine Company and was key in the establishment and advancement of UC Irvine. It is leaders like these that have cemented Irvine's past and helped pave the way as we look to 2020. This year, the mayor, the city council, and City of Irvine look forward to many more projects, initiatives, and goals that will continue to place Irvine among the best cities in the nation. We strive to make our city the perfect place for our community to live, to work, and to play for many years to come.